Hello everyone, back again with movie and tune recap. Today, I'm going to explain an American thriller horror film from 2018, titled Saint Agatha. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. In October 1950, in a small town in Georgia, a young woman, named Mary engaged in a scam business with her boyfriend, Timmy, to collect money from people who played gambling with them. Their latest victim is an old man who played gambling with Jimmy, and was caught trying to cheat when Mary attempted to pass him a card to help him win. The old man paid heavily for the attempted cheat, and when he left, the lovers calculated the money they had made for the day. That night, after tucking his younger brother, Willem, to bed, May and Jimmy make out in her room. For no reason, William wake up, and while looking for Mary, he went to the bathroom and attempt to carry his sailboat, and the door shut behind him. Shortly after, Mary's abusive dad arrive home and Jimmy quickly make his way out through the back door. While looking for Willem, Mary find his brother lying dead in the bathtub. Their father enters shortly and gives Mary a dirty slap upon seeing William's lifeless body. Months later, Mary, now living with Jimmy, discovered she is pregnant, and the elderly man they scam in the bar discovered their location and beat Jimmy until Mary decide to give him back his money. With nothing left, Mary chooses not to go with Jimmy's band on tour but instead goes to a soup kitchen. There, a nun offers her refuge in a convent where they help women like her. The next day, Mary is taken to the convent by Father Andrew, and after walking through the woods, Mary eventually arrives at the house. She is greeted by Sister Paula, and after being welcomed in, she notices Sister Paula locking the door. Paula explains to Mary that those who come to the convent must leave behind their former lives and possessions, and outlines the rules she must follow while in the convent. In another room, Mary meets another lady, Sarah, who also came to the convent seeking help just like her. Mary is introduced to the leader of the convent, Mother Superior, who shows her around the house, and explains some strict rules she must obey. Mother Superior reveals that the reason they locked the door is because an intruder broke in recently, and Mary is shown to the room she will be staying in, where she meets other pregnant women, Catherine and Doris. Catherine explains that the convent is not as bad as it seems, and advises Mary not to be afraid, though Mary doesn't quite understand what she means. Suddenly, they are startled by a noise coming from upstairs, which Catherine explains that the noise is caused by rats. Later, Mary hears whispering outside her room. She tries to open the door, but it's locked, and as she peeps under the door, she is startled by the body of a dead woman. She quickly runs back to her bed, and shortly afterward, Sister Paula enters and tells Mary that Mother Superior wants to see her in her chamber. On her way, Mary sees Sarah mopping up blood on the floor. In the chamber, Mary meets Father Andrew, and after confiding about the blood to Mother Superior, she just described it as a nasty accident and a clumsy mistake, leaving Mary disturbed. During a session with Mother Superior and Father Andrew, Mary is offered a drink, which she eventually takes. Mother Superior reveals to Mary that while she is at the convent, she is no longer responsible for the baby inside her and shows her the charity money donated by sponsors of the convent who believe women like her lack any degree of responsibility, certainly not enough to care for a child on their own. Suddenly, Mary complains of feeling sick, and begins to have hallucinations before collapsing. After regaining consciousness, Mary decides to write a letter to Jimmy, but Catherine tells her that there is no guarantee that Mother Superior will send the letter. At the dining table, Catherine starts feeling sick and tries to excuse herself, but one of the sisters doesn't allow her from leaving until she finish her meal. Eventually, Catherine vomits, and Mother Superior asks her to eat it because they don't waste food. Catherine reluctantly complies, leaving Mary and the other pregnant women feeling disgusted and horrified by Mother Superior's actions. At night, while the women are sleeping, they are suddenly awoken by a noise coming from the ceiling. Mary decides to find the cause of the noise, and when she places her hand underneath, blood starts dripping. She stands on a box, and when she turns on a light, she is startled to see a face, causing her to scream. This attracts Mother Superior and the other sister. Mary reveals what she saw, but Mother Superior thinks she is crazy, so Mary tells her she wants to leave the convent, admitting she made a mistake coming here. Mother Superior doesn't stop her but tells her to rest for the night and leave the next day. Sister Paula offers the pregnant women pills to calm themselves, but as they leave, Mary spills the pills out and hides them under her bed. In the middle of the night, a masked man walked into the women's room while they are sleeping and subdues Mary, who is aware of the situation. She wakes up to find herself in a basement before being locked in a coffin by the sisters, with the presence of two men. The sisters rename her Agatha, and lock her back inside the coffin, only opening it to feed her and reinforce their brainwashing. Mary's nightmares of William increase, and eventually, she accepts the name Agatha. The sisters then proceed to clean Mary up before placing her in the room. Catherine and the other pregnant women feel sorry for what Mother Superior and the sisters did to Mary but advise her to always listen to Mother Superior's instructions to avoid trouble for herself. Mary has another nightmare where she sees herself in a red room with the sisters, and a recording of a confession about William's death is playing. She finds his corpse lying in a room before waking up. The next morning, at a donor breakfast where the girls are judged by the convent's donors, Mary escapes from the house and runs aimlessly through the woods but falls and gets her arm caught in a bear trap. Before passing out, a donor couple, the Wrights, find her on the roadside. The couple brings her back to the house, and after regaining consciousness, she pleads with them not to leave. After the couple leaves, Mother Superior tortures her injured arm, and even submerged the arm in salt water as punishment. Meanwhile, Jimmy managed to track Mary's location and visits the convent, but Mother Superior tells Mary that Jimmy will be killed if she does not send him away. When Jimmy refused to leave at her request, Mary insists that her name is Agatha now, and that he is not even the father of her unborn child, with one of the nuns pointing a shotgun at him. Jimmy tries to persuade Mary to come with him, but she refuses, and eventually, Jimmy leaves distraught, and Mary is brought back to the house. Later, while cleaning the house premises, Mary and Catherine see a dead guinea pig, which Catherine reveals was poisoned. Back at the house, Sarah tells Mary that she believes the nuns took her healthy baby boy, David, at birth, and told her a lie that he had been stillborn. Sister Paula overhears their conversation and reports it to Mother Superior. She invites Mary and Sarah over and chastises Sarah for talking. Mother Superior decides to chase Sarah from the convent, but Sarah pleads with her not to. Mother Superior then gives her the opportunity to stay in the convent as a nun if she takes a vow of silence, and gives her scissors to cut off her tongue. After a long time of hesitation, Sarah decides to cut off her tongue, leaving Mary, who witnessed it, shocked. Afterwards, Sarah's belongings were moved to another room by Paula, who blamed Mary for Sarah's current situation. Fed up with what Mother Superior and the nuns are doing to them, Mary hatches an escape plan, and Catherine decides to follow. When Doris goes into labor, Mary and Catherine decide to put their plan into action. Mary feigns being in pain, and while Sister Paula is distracted, Catherine knocks her unconscious before the two flee the room. They lock the other nuns in their room before running to the front door to make their escape from the convent. However, Mary is knocked out by Mother Superior with a shovel. Again, Mary has another nightmare about her younger brother William, who blames her for his death, before waking up. She finds herself in the attic, and next to her is the corpse of Jimmy, leaving Mary devastated, and in anger she breaks a mirror. After escaping from the attic, Mary threatens Mother Superior with a shard of glass to gain access to the phone to report the murder, which Mother Superior doesn't object to. However, when the deputy arrives, the body of Jimmy is gone, and Mother Superior tells the deputy that Mary is mentally unstable. Mother Superior presents the documents Mary signed to the deputy, and plays the recording of Mary's confession of killing her brother. Mary tries to convince the deputy that the recording and the documents are all fake. Shortly after, Father Andrew, who is also a police officer, joins them, and this makes Mary realize they are working for Mother Superior. The deputy starts feeling sick, prompting Father Andrew to take him out of the house. Once again, Mary's chance of escaping has failed. Shortly after, Catherine goes into labor, and Mary is restricted to a bed with one of her legs broken to prevent her from running away. After Catherine gives birth, she is suffocated to death with a pillow, and her child is given to the Wrights to raise as their own. One day, while working on the convent premises, Mother Superior tells Mary that she was kicked out of the Catholic Church but has continued to do God's work with the donors for a profit. Mother Superior offers Mary a position as a nun in the convent, and even shows her a book containing records of the children she has given away. Mary stumbles upon a picture before Mother Superior takes the book from her and tells her she has 24 hours to decide whether to become a nun in the convent or not. While going to her room, Mary fakes being in labor, and when no one is around, she steals a key from one of the nuns' room. In the night, Mary goes to Mother Superior's office and tears out a page from her book with information about David's whereabouts, and steals some cash from the drawers. She managed to evade all the sisters, and enters her room without being caught. The next morning, Mary shows the information about David's whereabouts to Sarah, which motivates her to help Mary with her plan. Mary uses the money she stole from Mother Superior's drawer to bribe 3 nuns, and the visiting doctor to aid her. She also takes rat poison from the storeroom. The next day, Mother Superior discovers her money is missing, and is suddenly attacked by the 3 nuns, who bring her to the basement, and the doctor locked her in a coffin. Meanwhile, Sarah uses the rat poison to poison the remaining nuns apart from Sister Paula, who chases Mary out of the house after witnessing her escaping. In the process, Mary goes into labor, and Sister Paula helps her give birth. After the successful delivery, Sister Paula attempts to take the baby, but Mary attacks her from behind, choking her to death with the umbilical cord, and takes back her baby. At the convent, one of the poisoned nuns attacks Sarah, but she managed to kill her before grabbing her bag, and leave the convent for good to look for her son. Before the movie concludes, Mother Superior's voice can be heard screaming, "Agatha!" And after the credits, police officers from the sheriff's department arrive at the convent, and head to the basement and begin to open the coffin where Mother Superior is held. Okay guys, that's all the recap about Saint Agatha from 2018. Thanks for watching, see you again in the next video.